lockerroom.com. We're here with Valrice Wop Cooper, world-renowned boxing trainer and corner man. As you can see on this shirt, the corner man is his documentary he will be releasing coming soon. Wop, if you don't mind, man, tell us a little bit about the film.
Well, the documentary is really based on my life story. You know, when most people go through things in life and give up and never reach their full potential in life. Well, my documentary based on my prison experience. Me going to prison as a 17-year-old, spending the last 35 years of my life in prison, and coming out of prison while I was in prison training some of the best fighters that the world has seen in prison, and coming out here making a difference in training them out here. And as also the dramatizing part of it is training one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing, Roy Jones Jr., who I presently trained, and training Brad King Solomon, 25-0. He fought on the Mayweather-Pacquiao undercard.
Right.
Eric Babyface Johnson, who's 10-0, and up and rising, an uprising star in boxing, and Body Shot Brock, and fighting out Las Vegas. Also a dynamic boxer. So my storyline began, how is it possible? And then I've been all over the world. It accumulated to me going to Russia 5 times, England twice, Canada 3 times. You know, it's how a man can still live his life.
Right.
After serving 35 years behind bars. Should I give up? Should I give up years ago? No, it's not. Most people in life never realize how close they came to success before they give up. I never gave up. I don't tend to give up. So I got goals and always had dreams in my life. What I'm doing now, I dreamed that years ago, that I'll be a renowned boxing trainer, that I'll train world champion. So I'm living my dream, and the documentary really based on my dream, never giving up.
Right.
Of putting in the work and the dedication it took to see my dream come alive. So that's basically what the documentary is centered around.
Sounds like some real interesting stuff, man. Now, were you into boxing before you went in, or is that something you got into while in Angola?
Well, when I was a little boy, the police force had what you call a youth center. They used to come around neighborhoods and projects in New Orleans, and they used to bring boxing rings and matches for, you know, I guess that they were keeping kids off the street, blah, blah. And I always participated in them. In fact, I was like really known, one of the known kids in the neighborhood that used to always do well. So I always had a love for boxing.
Right.
I wasn't actually into boxing. My man spoke of basketball and football. So it didn't take until I went to prison that I actually began to take the experience of as a featherweight. But and then that was briefly. So over the years, my love for boxing has always been true. You know, as a trainer, I began to impact young cats' lives in prison, and they became good and they became dominant. And that was the initiation of my training career while I was in prison, but not my boxing experience.
Well, man, we don't want to give away too much, man. So let's talk about some of those fighters that you are training currently. You said Brad Solomon is one of your fighters, man. What's up next for him?
Well, Brad is 25-0, and he fight on the Top Rank, managed by Jay Prince. And Brad is 25-0. Brad should have had a world title shot zeros ago, because he undefeated fighter, 25-0. I know some guys who have got a world title shot and have less than that, but he 25-0.
One of his stablemates, Lomachenko.
Yeah, so he 25-0 at the welterweight division. They seem to be all running from Brad because Brad's not a knockout order, but he'll beat your ass down from round to round. Just like he did Dimitri Hawkin on ESPN. He'll whip your ass, he'll whip any one of them ass round for round and win. Enough said. But a lot of guys seem to be dodging Brad because he's a slick boxer. And his style of fight, similar to Roy Jones, and he gonna whip you down, and he gonna beat you, and he gonna makes you know that you can't touch him. And a lot of fighters seem to be shy away from a fighter of that skill because he make him work too hard and you can't easily hit him.
Right.
You can't easily pop him. So many of them avoid him. And I know particularly one fighter who, I don't know if he was scared of Brad, but his manager definitely was scared of Brad. And he had won the WBA world title, Brandon Rios. I don't know if he actually was scared of Brad, but I guarantee you his manager was scared of Brad because he had an opportunity to fight Brad for the title and he refused it.
Okay.
So they all seem to be ducking and dodging. What I'm saying, Rico had his opportunity to fight Brad Solomon twice, and his manager said no. So y'all get these belts, and y'all talking about people not giving y'all the opportunity to fight, but once you get the belt, you execute the same game plan. So you had the opportunity to fight Brad twice, and you refused to fight him. So not only you refused to fight him before you fought for the belt, you actually refused to fight him after you won the belt. So, you know, each his own.
Right.
But see, they can keep running, but eventually, Brad King Solomon will be a world champion. And see, all the ones that ducking and dodging him now, you ain't gonna be able to do that then.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure that. I'm gonna make him sure he call y'all ass to the ring.
For sure. So now, Eric Johnson, who's gonna be fighting tomorrow, he's 10-0, 5 knockouts.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about him.
That's the babyface assassin. He's one of the most skillful boxers I ever put a pair of gloves on.
Right.
He's the truth.
There he is walking behind you right now.
He's the truth. He is the real truth in boxing terms. He's like no definition of his game. And when you see him fight, you see a definition of a very skillful, very determined, and very hard-working boxer. And Babyface is one of the fighters that have a tremendous amount of intelligence in the ring. So he know how to beat any opponent you put in front of him. He know how to beat him. He had already figured him out. And the performance he put on, he got an exciting fight. He have a style of fight that it took years of grooming, because I actually been training both Babyface and King Solomon since they were 16 years old. Okay. So every phase of his fight, Babyface haven't lost a fight since 2001. So
that's an impressive run.
He was 67-1 as an amateur, and he undefeated out here as 10-0 as a professional.
So y'all gonna try to bring him along a little quick, or how y'all gonna do that?
Well, we take them as they come. We ain't ducking and dodging no major fight, because Babyface skill level is in granted. So we taking them as they come. Whoever give us the best deal for his career, whoever give us the best deal, we takes it. But it got to be a deal that don't have ulterior motives or playing games or nothing. Right. Whoever come with the best deal for his fight, we takes it.
So you really looking out for his best interest?
All the time. I look out for all of them best interests, because ultimately it's their life that matter, not the promoter, not the manager. And some of these managers is sleazy. So ultimately the decision is based on their life, not the manager, not the promoter. And I ain't met a few sleazy managers and promoters since I've been home. Well, we did understand that you're dealing with a man that know men. Right. I know men. I know ulterior motive when I see it, and some of them is sleazy. But as far as my fighters, I look out for the best interest of them, because ultimately that's who it's concerned. And no money can pay you for the punch you take upside the head. Right. There ain't enough money for that. Now, yes, I very much keep my eyes on the prize when it comes to their career and their life. No doubt, no doubt. Now, finally, Roy Jones Jr. I mean, he is no doubt going to go down as one of the greatest to ever put on a pair of gloves. What's next for him in his career, and how long do you see him keeping on? Well, they got a few fights on the table for Roy. Roy at the end of his career. But let me state for the record, under me, Roy is 7-0 with 7 knockouts with a world title. Let's get that straight. I don't care what happened prior to me, prior to of me coming or me hooking up with him, but under me, under the Condor Man, Roy Jones is 7-0 with the WBU Cruiserweight World Title. Let's get that straight. Now, for the future for Roy, there's a few things on keep on being put forward to Roy, but ultimately Roy, the Marcus Hope, the unification bout between Roy Jones and Marcus Hope is to finish, supposed to be the preliminary effect of after that fight, retirement.
Yeah.
The Anderson Silva fight. You know, all that is still on the table. But before this year out, we have a July, August date of a fight. But before the year out, hopefully we'll get Marcus Hope. Hopefully we'll get Anderson Silva. It don't matter which one, but in the event we get the WBA Cruiserweight World Title, then we look for that to be ultimately Roy.
The coup de grace.
Yeah, that's gonna be his defining moment.
Right. So that will have given him the middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight. He can come back down and he'll have a cruiserweight championship belt on his resume.
Yes, that'll be the division of middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight, cruiserweight. So that would have been made him one
all-time great. I mean, he's already done that.
Yeah,
but that would knock him up. That would put him in the top 5, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, and you gotta look at it that nothing he haven't really accomplished in boxing. His love for the sport, though. Roy loved boxing. Roy loved what he do, and basically, I haven't seen nothing as a trainer. I haven't seen nothing that can prevent him from doing what he do. He may not be as young as he is, but he's still as fast as anybody in the division that he fighting in.
Right.
So you can't question his speed. So until I see somebody that is faster than Roy in the division he fight, then we have a question mark. But I haven't seen nothing faster than Roy Jones Jr. Not today. Not even at his age at 46.
Right.
I haven't seen no youngster that is still faster than Roy Jones.
Roy Jones Jr. in his prime was fast enough. He can afford, even if he slowed down a little bit, he's still faster than every cruiserweight in the world today.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
Yes, yes.
So, man, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you taking time out talking to me. I know you're busy, man, and I look forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you all the time, man.
All right, man.